Explaining intergenerational hostility. If you've been on social media lately, you've probably noticed the ongoing generation war. Maybe you've heard the phrase, "Okay, boomer," or watched videos of millennial cringe compilations, or even read articles about Gen Z's laziness in the workplace. This is nothing new. There has always been hostility between generations. However, it now seems stronger than ever. But why? This phenomenon is best explained by intergroup bias, the tendency to favor one's in-group over out-groups. It leads to stereotyping, prejudice, and discrimination. Many people assume that differences in personality or work ethic are to blame for the growing divide between generations. However, research by Francioli et al. Suggests otherwise. Their findings show that boomers and millennials, two groups often portrayed as opposites, display more hostility towards each other than toward any other generation. This tension isn't driven by who they are as individuals. Instead, it stems from perceived intergroup threat, not true differences in personality. According to Francioli et al., the hostile attitudes of boomers are driven by symbolic threat, which refers to concerns over values and worldviews. Millennial worldviews threaten the values that boomers grew up with, like traditional career paths and the nuclear family, causing them to feel invalidated. Meanwhile, the hostile attitudes of millennials are driven by realistic threat, which refers to concerns over tangible resources. Millennials see boomers as endangering their material and financial well-being. For example, boomers have access to jobs and housing that millennials do not, causing them to feel left behind. So, what can be done to combat this hostility? Francioli et al. Found that interventions challenging the legitimacy and unified identity of generational categories successfully reduced hostile outgroup sentiment for both generations. In other words, when people began to see each other as individuals rather than boomers or millennials, hostility was reduced. Social psychology supports this finding. Research shows that open communication encourages perspective taking and gaining, which helps reduce hostility between groups. When we don't communicate, negative construals flourish. Ultimately, improving intergenerational relationships starts with understanding. We need to approach others with curiosity, not with contempt. Before we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on your own experiences with generational differences. Think about someone from a different generation. It could be a parent, a coworker, or a friend. Ask yourself, have I ever assumed something about them because of their generation? Did that assumption come from a real interaction or from stereotypes I've heard online? What might change if I viewed them as an individual? Thanks for watching.